So a live action of the hit game Twisted Metal is now out on Peacocks streaming service. And now we have moved on to episode 10 of the series. But before we start, subscribe now if you have already watched the whole series. If not, this is the spoiler warning now. Be sure to watch the series before watching this video. With that out of the way, let's get started.
Duck, duck, goose!
You're welcome.
Fuck!
So here is a summary of episode 10 of the Twisted Metal TV series. In the season finale episode of the Twisted Metal Peacock series, titled SHNGRLA, the story reaches its climax. The episode begins with an epic battle between a number of the characters that appeared throughout the series. The battle ends with Stone defeated and a few casualties. John Doe, the milkman, successfully delivers his package to Raven after driving through the wastelands. Doe receives sanctuary in New San Francisco and gains a luxurious apartment, but he becomes bored with the safe lifestyle and decides to leave to find his companion, Quiet, in the wastelands. Raven tries to convince John Doe to stay by offering answers to his secret past and wants to use him as her representative for an upcoming vehicular tournament. Meanwhile, Quiet has become a Robin Hood-type criminal, stealing from delivery men in the wastelands and giving her earnings to the less fortunate living outside the cities. She encounters a mysterious group led by Dollface, who wears doll masks. While there is technically no post-credit scene in Twisted Metal, there is a mid-credits scene where Sweet Tooth, a deranged rider wearing a clown mask, roams the wastelands. If you like the summary of this episode, we suggest you take the time to watch episode 10.
Hey, got cheese pizza for you? Wow. I've never been on the other side of a delivery. I'm supposed to give you something, right? Here you go.
Bullets. Next, did any new characters get introduced in this episode? In the 10th episode of the Twisted Metal TV series, titled SHNGRLA, several new characters were introduced. First, Diane. Diane is portrayed by Eden Lee. The character is first seen working as a new SF guard. Following that, we see her act as a potential partner for John Doe. She is working with Raven to convince John Doe to stay in USF. Second, Chester. Chester is portrayed by Chris Yule. Chester acts as John Doe's friend in the New San Francisco walls. He is working with Raven to convince John Doe to stay in USF. Third, John Doe's family. We finally see the family in a flashback scene. This is shown when John Doe sees his family home in the New San Francisco walls. Fourth, Dollface. She is a member of an army and is known for her doll-like mask, which is also worn by every member of her army. Dollface wears a military-style coat split into a dark skin-tight leotard, with camo breast and shoulder guards. She is apparently John Doe's long-lost sister. She ambushes Quiet in a trap with spike stripes while Quiet is traveling and asks her about her brother, John. Fifth, Axel. Axel appears as one of the candidates for the tournament being set up by Calypso. We only see a small piece of the character. Sixth, Mr. Grimm. Mr. Grimm is one of the candidates for the tournament being set up by Calypso. So, interested in learning more about these new characters? Be sure to look at our shorts to get a quick glimpse.
It's a nice dick.
Next, let's talk about Easter eggs next. There are many Easter eggs and references to the Twisted Metal video games in episode 10. Here are 6 that were noticed. First, the vehicle Outlaw. We see Agent Stone operating the police SUV known as Outlaw. This vehicle is first seen in Twisted Metal Black in 2001. Second, Sweet Tooth's flames. In the video game series, the flames on Sweet Tooth's head is normally due to a supernatural curse that the preacher places on him. In the TV series, Sweet Tooth's head is on fire because Stu sets his head on fire. Third, Axel. Axel appears as one of the contestants of Calypso's tournament. This character made his debut in Twisted Metal 2 from 1996. Fourth, Mr. Grimm. Mr. Grimm appears as one of the contestants of Calypso's tournament. This character makes their debut in Twisted Metal 1995. 5th, Dollface. Dollface appears in the series but with a Dollface army. Dollface is searching for John Doe because they are related. Dollface makes a debut to the video game series in Twisted Metal Black in 2001. Finally, the mid-credit scene. The mid-credit scene shows that Mike and Stu have escaped the violence that started at the beginning of the episode. During the scene, Sweet Tooth appears to be alive and attacks Mike and Stu. Only 6 Easter eggs were noticed, but did you see any others? Leave a comment below with what you found.
You wanted this your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Then you need to go.
The 10th episode of the Twisted Metal TV series, titled SHNGRLA, has several notable moments. First, the showdown begins. The finale is marked by the beginning of the showdown between Stone and his men and the Milkman and his allies. Second, Sweet Tooth's iconic look. The episode features Sweet Tooth's iconic firehead look from the game. Third, Quiet clears John's confusion. In a tense moment, Quiet clears John's confusion about Jello. Until now, John had been saying Jello, thinking it meant goodbye because he had heard Raven's fake husband say it when the dinner was about to end. Fourth, Sweet Tooth's change of loyalties. Sweet Tooth initially helps Watts and John by killing Stone's men. But given that he is a psychopath, his loyalties quickly change to neutral. Fifth, Watts saves Roadkill. Watts plays her part by expertly driving Twister around the track and saving Roadkill from a missile launched by Stone. Sixth, Stu decides to kill Sweet Tooth. Stu makes the decision to kill Sweet instead and jumps off the truck with Mike. Seventh, Quiet confronts Stone. Quiet is at the steering wheel and she decides to confront Stone. She turns the car around and heads straight for him. Eighth, Stone's final words. Stone is still alive as he holds a gun to Quiet's head. He says his final piece to Quiet about how he wanted to secure the streets. Ninth, John throws Quiet's blade at Stone. John throws Quiet's blade at Stone's face. He finally manages to correct his follow-through. Finally, John and Quiet reach New SF. John and Quiet finally reach the gates of New SF and Raven is called out.
There's gonna be a tournament. The first of its kind, where the best drivers from all across the country, from all walks of life, are gonna be invited to compete. See, the tournament only has one rule. Survive. And you better believe who you face won't play fair. This is where you come in, John. You are my horse.
And with that, we discussed the synopsis of the episode, what new characters were introduced, notable moments and Easter eggs. If there is anything else we should have added, please be sure to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch another video on the screen. We appreciate you watching and hope to see you again.